Craig, wonderful 7-0 win today, through to the next round. Must be absolutely delighted with that.
Yeah and no, in a way. Really pleased that we've scored 7 goals and we haven't conceded, and we've made a big sort of improvement over the last few weeks, and it's 7 games unbeaten. But we spoke at the end there about not letting our standards slip. And second half, I thought we did a little bit. So we can all be happy and whatever with the result, but there are still things that we need to work on going forward, because playing against better opposition, perhaps we're going to need to take chances and be a little bit more solid and focused on what we're doing.
Good to see Abby Cotton on the score sheet again as well since the return.
Yeah, definitely. Since Abby's come back, I can't fault her effort, her energy, her training. She's excellent, and in the games that she's played, she's been great, and she's had opportunities. And do her confidence the world of good today to get some goals. And she's a little bit hard on herself as well, because I think she thinks she should have scored another couple there, and perhaps on a different day she would have. And again, that's the kind of thing that we need to look at. It's being a little bit more ruthless, and that's not just Abby, that goes for a lot of the girls that have maybe missed little chances here and there today that we need to be taking.
And you couldn't ask for a better start, really. First minute goal.
No, we'd spoke all week about coming out the blocks quicker. The last few games, although we've gone and got the wins, we've still been quite slow out the blocks, and we've spoke about being a little bit high on the press and a little bit quicker and sharper. And to be fair, straight away it did it, and it set the tone then for the rest of the game. It took the pressure off us. Again, playing against lesser opposition, you sometimes feel the pressure because it's you that's got to go and win the game. There's no pressure on Solihull today, and to get an early goal was great because it calmed everybody down, settled any nerves that we had, and we could build on it.
And Nat Paul as well was back on the bench, and of course came on as well for a few minutes. So
yeah,
that must have been pleasing for you.
Fantastic, really good. I mean, Nat's had some horrific injuries, and she's battled through, and she's an absolute fighter, really is. And I'm really pleased for her that she's back and she's playing, and she's now back in the first team setup. And she played for the development squad a couple of weeks ago, and I had fantastic reviews from Gemma, who's in charge of the development squad, saying what a professional she was. And you can see by the way she approaches the game, she gets on the pitch, she's wholehearted, and she's just focused and ready to go, which only bodes well for us now as a group, because we've got another player that gives us a little bit more strength in different places.
And always nice to keep a clean sheet as well today, and like we were just discussing, Beck Thomas didn't have too much to do today.
No, and this is one of the things we've been speaking about, is defensively I think that we're very solid, and we look like we're not going to concede many goals, but we've then got to make sure that we take the pressure off the back four and the goalkeeper by scoring the goals and taking the chances we've got, because there's only so long you can keep a clean sheet or keep the score low. So we've got to make sure that we take those chances. But yeah, I mean, I thought the back four today were good, because they've started to play the right way, the way that we want them to play, playing out from the back and being a little bit more focused on keeping possession of the ball. And we can go route one, but we can play, so we've got different scenarios that we can work on.
And it just must be nice to score a lot of goals, because obviously this season we have struggled a little bit, haven't we?
Yeah. I mean, that's it. We can't fault the fact that we have scored 7. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. You score 7 goals. You score 7 goals. I just think we need to score more in that situation, really. And again, it's something that we can focus on now over the next couple of weeks. Fylde will be completely different next week. We'll need to take chances when they come. And
next round, Burton Albion, that'll be a different proposition as well, won't
it will be. Know a couple of players at Burton and a couple of guys there, and they'll come out and they'll have the same kind of attitude of Solihull have had and Wolves have had, that it's a game where they can have no pressure on them, but they can get a win. They'll be great. So we'll approach it in the same way, and obviously the girls know it's their cup. They're in charge of that cup at the moment. They hold that trophy, so they want to continue and hold it again this year. So it'll be they'll be ready to go for that one.
And finally, we've always we spoke about earlier, with so many games coming thick and fast, and of course the weather playing a part. Is there any extra thing that you have to do as a manager going forwards?
I think we just have to prepare for every situation, whether we're, Saturday nights for me are a nightmare when the weather's not great, because you don't sleep, because in the morning you might get a phone call and whatever. So we'll talk to the players about preparing the right way and preparing for a game to be on every week. And if it's not on, we'll perhaps look at getting a training session here and there just to keep them ticking over and keep them together and stuff. But you know, it's the lay of the land. It's the way the games are at this time of year. You know, you never know from one week to the next whether the weather's going to change and, you know, it's going to be on or off.